Zeke Meeks versus the Horrendous Halloween, Chapter 10. The next best thing to a big bag of candy. Chocolate. Nom 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 nom. Alexa and Leon kissed and kissed. Yuck and yuck and yuck. Meanwhile, Hector and I ate and ate and ate. Hector held up a chocolate bar and said, "Ew, this has coconut in it. I despise coconut." How can anyone not like the light, tasty goodness of coconut? Not just anyone, but my best friend. It's hard to believe. Believe it. I'll trade you my coconut candy for some of yours, Hector said. I held up a square of caramel. How about this? I despise caramel. I can't believe my best friend doesn't like the sweet, chewy goodness of caramel, Hector said. We soon traded all kinds of candy. Hector's Reese's Pieces for my Tootsie Rolls, his Kit Kats for my Heath bars, his red and purple lollipops for my yellow and orange ones. The entire time, Alexa and Leon were still kissing. Yuck! I had just traded my Snicker bars for a Hector Skittles when we saw Owen Leach. He was waddling toward us very slowly. Finally, he stopped in front of us, and he looked in our bags and said, "You guys got a lot of candy." "Yeah, and we already ate a lot of it," I said. "How about you? Did you get much candy?" asked Hector. Owen frowned. "I hardly got any. This beach ball costume is really hard to walk in. It took me a long time to get to each house." I held back a smile. Owen didn't deserve much candy. He told me my beach ball costume was uncool just because he wanted to wear it. "Did you trick-or-treat with the other kids?" Hector asked. Owen shook his head. "I started trick-or-treating with my neighbors, but they just got tired of waiting for me. So I just went with my mother. When we got to Dr. Gagg's house, my mom set up a dental appointment for me. Dr. Gagg thinks I need 3 cavities filled." It was really hard not to smile now. "Hurry up, Owen," a woman shouted. Owen sighed. "That's my mother. Even she's tired of waiting for me. See you later." He slowly waddled away. I glanced at Alexa and Leon, still kissing. I quickly looked away. Hector and I ate more candy, and after a while I rubbed my stomach and said, "I never thought it was possible to eat too much candy, but I think I just did. I feel sick." "Me too. And listening to those two makes me feel even more sick. We better stop them before we throw up," I said. I stood behind Alexa. Hector stood behind Leon. We put our arms around them and their waists and pulled them apart. "It's late. We have to go," I said. "Oh, Leon, this has been like the best night ever," Alexa said. "Like barf," I said. "How about a kiss goodbye?" Leon asked Alexa. "Barf," said Hector. "You've done enough for one night." "You've done enough for 1,000 nights," Hector said. Hector and I led Alexa and Leon away from each other. "Bye, Zeke," Hector said as we walked toward our own neighborhoods. "I hate to leave you, my darling Hector," I joked. Hector laughed and said, "Now I'm really going to throw up." As we made our way home, I told Alexa, "Thanks for taking me trick-or-treating." She clutched her heart again. "Thanks for helping me meet my true love. This was the best night of my life." It wasn't the best night of my life, but it was in the top 20. It hadn't been a perfect Halloween. I had to switch costumes at the last minute. Dr. Gagg lectured me about my teeth. I got pencils, eraser, a toothbrush, and other terrible tricks. I was terrified by a dead body that turned out to be alive. I got sick from too much candy and the awful sight of Alexa and Leon. But going through those things with my friend Hector made them a lot better. A good friend was almost as good as a big bag of candy. Once we got on our block, I said, "Wait a minute, Alexa. I need to do something." Then I walked to Charlie's house and rang the doorbell. Charlie's mom answered. "Hello, Zeke. Didn't I already give you enough candy tonight?" "It's not why I'm here. How's Charlie?" "She's still sick, but doesn't seem that bad." "I'm sorry she didn't get to trick-or-treat tonight. I'm also sorry I didn't get to hang out with her. Do you have a bag I can use?" "Sure, Zeke." Charlie's mom gave me a grocery bag. I poured half my candy into it. "This is for Charlie. Please tell her I hope she gets well soon." Her mom smiled. "That was nice of you." "I know," I said as I walked away. Alexa and I went across the street to our house. Alexa said, "That was nice of you." "I know." "You're really growing up," she said. I was about to say, "I know," again, but suddenly I couldn't talk. I was too scared of the giant green spider hanging on our front door. The end.